I know a lot of people say like sleep when you're dead. No, that's not the life I want to live. Why would I sleep when I'm dead? I want to take my breaks and my rest while I'm very much alive. What's up, kings and queens? It's your girl, Essentially K. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, what's good? Listen, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all for too long today, but I want to be very transparent because I feel like my channel is somewhere that I can actually open up and be transparent because you guys are so supportive and I absolutely love it and I appreciate it all. But I don't want to ever put out the idea, or basically I don't want to be fake, y'all. I don't want it to seem like I'm just always super positive, which a majority of the time I am, because I'm very intentional about cutting negative energy. If I see it in myself or I see it around people around me, like I'm cutting it off, okay? But I don't want y'all to think that like everything's always just like unicorns and rainbows, you know? So I say all of that to say this. One thing that I've been struggling with this week, and not even just this week, but it was brought to my attention this week, is rest. Y'all, I promote self-freaking care every single day, not just on YouTube, but I promote self-care and self-love, and that's really everything that I'm about. But I find it hard to do that sometimes for myself, you know what I mean? And this whole year, really, but the past maybe 5 months or so, at least the past 5 months, because I would say back in like the very beginning of July, end of June, July, something like that. So 5 to 6 months, y'all, I have been going nonstop. Things that everybody doesn't know I'm doing. Obviously, you know, everyone knows that, well, not everyone, but y'all know that I work at Indie Dance Academy. So I'm at the studio. I'm at the studio like 4 days a week regularly. Sometimes it's either 5 or 6, just depending on, you know, if we have rehearsal workshop weekends or convention weekends, or I have, you know, I've been having Nutcracker rehearsals that's not even the actual studio, but it's something I'm doing with a local ballet company here. So it's just been a lot going on. That's like my regular job. Then on top of that, I will be launching a business. I'm not gonna drop it right now, so stay tuned to see what my business is, when it'll be launching, all that good stuff. Just know that it is coming soon. But because I'm starting my own business and completely funded by myself, I just want y'all to know that like I've been under this like tremendous stress, not because of not getting stuff done, you know what I mean? It's been more of a stress of not delegating certain things that I can delegate, you know, outsourcing, getting other businesses or other people to do certain things for, you know, the launch of my business so that it can kind of take some stuff off my plate. And so my main message for today is tap into your body. You know, only you know how you truly feel. Yeah. If your body is telling you to rest, do that. So because on top of, you know, working on my business, you know, when I'm not at my actual job that's making me money right now, and filming YouTube videos, I'm doing a lot of stuff that, and I moved in, y'all. Like I moved into a new apartment in a former city that I've lived in before, but I'm having to set up my apartment, go to work on my business on my off time, you know, and film YouTube at the same time. So it's just been a lot going on, but one thing I pride myself on is like my work ethic. If I put my mind to something, like I'm gonna work and I'm gonna get things done. But the downside of that is that sometimes I don't know when enough is enough when it comes to work and when I should be taking a break, when I should actually rest. So what I realized this week, because this week was our last week for classes, at the studio until, you know, the beginning of the year. So I realized this week when I had some, you know, extra downtime, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And yes, I've been physically exhausted too, but it's more so been like my mind. My mind has been drained just because I'm constantly thinking of stuff. If I'm not thinking of dance and I'm not thinking of choreography stuff or thinking of things I want to do in classes or things that I want to do outside of the studio, period, I'm thinking of, okay, I need to get this, and this done, you know, for my business. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, here's my deadline or my launch date, which is not necessarily set in stone quite yet, but it's very close. But because I've given myself so many like harsh deadlines when you take into consideration that I'm doing everything by myself, that I don't know how to rest, y'all. I had, I think, two days this week that I could have literally just sat on the couch, watched TV, stayed in my pajamas all day, which I stayed in my pajamas, but I still was working. But I realized when I was trying to watch TV that I couldn't even focus on just relaxing, being in the moment, watching TV, because I was constantly thinking of stuff I felt like I needed to be doing, to the point to where it felt like guilt. Like I was guilty. Like I felt guilty for watching TV for like 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the day when I felt like, oh my God, you should be working. And that's not how it is. Like, that's not how it should be for me or anybody. Like, we work hard, you know, and we deserve rest just as much. And rest is just as necessary as breathing, honestly. It really is. Because when you go nonstop, sometimes it takes, for me personally, and I've gone through this so many times, and it's not a good thing, but it's something I'm acknowledging about myself, is that I tend to go until my body literally breaks down, until I get sick. That's pretty much how it always happens. Either I get sick or injured, but normally it's like I get really sick because I'm not resting, ever. That's a form of self-care. Taking actual rest, whether it's napping, because listen, your girl loves a good nap, but even the past 6 months or so, I haven't gotten naps like I feel like I should. That's my own fault, and I'm acknowledging that. But even whether it's sleeping, resting, just chilling on the couch in the bed, whether it is reading a book because that's what you like to do for self-care, like whatever your self-care things are, like make sure you include just straight up resting, sit, not thinking about nothing, because that is so important, y'all. That's really all I really wanted to talk about. And it was more of a confession, y'all, just hearing me say that I have not been resting and that I need to. But I feel like if I'm struggling with this, maybe somebody else is struggling with it too. And I want y'all to know that it is okay to take a break. It is okay to not think about work. It is okay to not try and schedule every single minute of your day with something to do to be productive. Because that's my thing. I'm like, I should be productive right now. Rest is very much productive. Very much so. So I hope that you guys are, especially at this time of year, finding time to rest, because there's so much going on. Everybody's trying to wrap up the year. There's holidays. There's just a lot. There's a whole pandemic that we are still in. We just need to take a break, relax our minds, relax our hearts, relax everything, and that's okay. Don't let anyone shame you. I know a lot of people say, like, sleep when you're dead. No, that's not the life I want to live. Why would I sleep when I'm dead? I want to take my breaks and my rest while I'm very much alive, okay? So it is okay, and you can still be a very hard worker and still take a break. Actually, it's you would be considered to be wise if you do that. You know, the crazy, quote unquote, crazy people are the ones who don't want to rest at all. And that's just not healthy. It's really not healthy for our body. So my gift to you is a nap for this holiday season. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below if you've ever struggled with the idea of just resting and taking a moment to yourself, because it is self-care. You don't have to buy something for it to be self-care or go somewhere for it to be self-care. Resting in and of itself is self-care. So comment below if you've ever struggled with something like that. Let me know your experience, what you did to kind of relax your mind so that you don't think about work while you're trying to rest. Let me know all the tips in the comment section down below. I would love to hear back from you guys. I'm sending peace and positivity to everyone out there in YouTube land. I love y'all, kings and queens, and I will see you back for the next video. Peace.